headache. Trying to figure out what culture means. Mr. Marks, your studies is very difficult. I don't understand how can I be influenced when you're not making any sense. The notes I've taken don't matter because they don't make sense. So, this is what I figured out on my own. Culture has a meaning that defines bigger than what we know. What is this device? Let me see it.
It's a camera, man. I stole it.
But you don't need to steal. You're rich. Rich people don't steal. That's what poor people do, Mr. Marks.
But I'm playing, man. But if I worked for it, I would have stole it. At least that's what my theory says. Right here, it explains that Marxism, human actions and institutions are economically determined. Meaning, if I work for it, I would have to steal a camera. And class struggle is needed to create historical change, and capitalism will take the place of communism. Which means if class struggle is needed to create historical change, that means we need rich people to make the middle class, and middle class to make the poor people. It all works in a cycle. You understand, Stuart?
I'm a little bit confused on your theory. So basically, you're saying that the rich people need the middle class, and the poor people need the middle class.
Yeah.
So that basically means what? That rich people.
Stuart, I studied at Berlin. I know what I'm talking about.
So you feel like you're better because you studied at Berlin. I studied at Birmingham. That doesn't mean that you're better than me, even though some of your work has influenced me a little bit. But it's.
And how would you say so? Could I see that device?
Go ahead.
It's pretty neat. How would you say I influenced you, Stuart?
Well, with your economic class struggles, I think that's how culture can kind of come into play. Culture describes people and the way we live and how we're displayed in the media.
Ooh, this one's cute. I think I'm going to try it on. What do you think?
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what do you think?
Morgan,
What?
that's not okay. You know
You don't think it's
they slaughter little animals for
Okay,
stuff
do you
like
watch
that.
the Kardashian show? Kim Kardashian was wearing this, just in her newest
she
one.
always wears stuff like that. That
Yeah,
doesn't make it like morally justified though. Like that's not right.
but it's cute.
And it's what everyone's saying is cute. So it
She
has
was wearing
to
the
be right.
same vest on the Kardashian show.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna get it. So, before we talk about cultural studies, what you need to understand is what ideologies mean, which is the mental frameworks different social classes and social groups deploy in order to make sense of the way society works. So, does anybody have any examples of that? You.
Okay, so I'm a Christian, and I saw this preacher Joel Osteen preach on TV about that if you have sex before you're married, it's a sin. So if he's saying that and he's on TV, it has to be true, right? Like that's an ideology.
Right, like that. An ideology is how you view the world, and you view the world that way because you're a Christian, and Joel Osteen said it on TV, so he influences you, right?
Right.
Okay, so that goes perfectly into what ideology says.
But I'm lost though, Professor. If you said it's the way you view the world, I thought it was like social groups and social classes, meaning like more than just one person. So is it your personal opinion, or is it the outlook of everybody?
Well, her social group in this particular case would be Christians in general. Even though everybody is their own individual, everybody has an ideology. And that's how they view the world.
So this.
The main thing to remember is that ideologies help you make sense of the world around you. Oh my gosh, y'all. This party is so lame. Look who just walked in.
Who's that? Oh my god. It's Gertrude. She's like the biggest dork.
She's the biggest nerd.
Like, how so?
Like, okay, have you ever seen The Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
IBC Family? Like that.
I think that the media controls what we watch or what is displayed of the social groups between the poor, the middle, and the rich class. I think that the people who have the highest power will let people of our world decide or know what social groups are pretty much the crime lords or the ones who are doing the worst.